Happy New Year's everyone, and welcome back to Before You Summon, the show where I am currently recording from my living room floor. Sometimes things are as they are, and my computer is currently standing in the living room connected to the TV, so we will have to do with what we have. We have seen some ups and some downs this year, but we have finally come to the final event of the second year of Sekai, being a Cheerful carnival. The event in question is, of course, Happy New Year, Lion Dance, Robo's New Year show, and will start December 31st. This is a mixed, cheerful carnival with a colorful festival attached to it in the Mysterious Attribute. The focus characters this time around are TSUKASA, Anne, Akito, Nene, and finally Wonderlands Showtime Rin. And because this is a mixed event, as per usual, the selection of cards with a 50% bonus is rather odd. This time around we do not have a single 1-star with the 50% bonus, as for the 2 stars there are only 3 available. These 3 being Nene, Akito and Anne. As for 3 stars, there are 4 available, this being the original TSUKASA, the Nene from Kamiko Festival, the Anne from Buddy Fun Spend Time, and the most important 3-star in my opinion, the Mysterious Wonderland Showtime Rin from Wonder Magical Showtime. The fact that we have a mixed event with the virtual singer available in any form but a 4-star is a blessing. As for 4 stars, we have 9 available 4 stars, 4 of which are limited. The limited 4 stars is as follows: the Fluffy Dreamer Nene, the Colorful Festival exclusive Nene from last New Year's, and finally, the Akito and the TSUKASA from Gentleman Thief's Thrilling White Day. As for the permanent, we have 5 available 4 stars in the form of the TSUKASA from Kamiko Festival, the Akito and the Anne from the Classical Memory Gacha, and also the Akito and the Anne from the Vivid Old Tale. This time around there are no birthday cards available though. Despite this being a mixed event, there are 2 cards available with the 40% bonus this time around. This is of course the Rin 1-star and the 7 Deadly Sins Rin, the Arrogant Princess. I do think that this time around the card selection is awkward in a totally brand new way. Unlike most of the mixed events we've had during the last period of this year, this time around we do have a pretty easily accessible 3-star for the virtual singer spot. This means that despite this being a mixed event, you are able to create a full team with all 5 focus characters with a 50% bonus using only 3-star cards and 2-star cards. The 4-star selection also feels wide and varied with a lot of different choices. Yet I still feel like this selection is awkward in an odd way and I really can't place my finger on it. It's clearly possible and quite easy to build at least a decent team with the full 250 bonus, yet when I look at this roster I can't help but feel like it's not underwhelming, but awkward. I don't know why I have that feeling, since this is one of the better rosters that we've seen. It might be because of the 3 Akito 4 stars, or maybe it's because both of Nene's cards are limited. It might be the lack of a 1-star available, or the lack of a birthday card that makes me feel like this is a weird selection unlike all the other events we've had during the last part of this year. Either way, I do think a lot of people will be able to build a pretty decent team, at least with the help of the 3 stars available. Especially since the Rin and the TSUKASA, which are only available as 3 stars unlike 2 stars, are pretty old card, meaning that you have most likely picked them up from somewhere at some point. I can definitely see it being a problem to use 4 stars in this event if you aren't a massive fan of Vivid Bad Squad, since 5 of the 9 4-star slots are dedicated to Vivid Bad Squad, But then again, this is a half Vivid Bad Squad, half Wonderlands Showtime event, so it makes sense that Vivid Bad Squad does take up a fair part of the event. I do feel like the available cards are pretty lenient though, and that most people will be able to build a pretty decent team. And to be honest, with the mixed events we've had, that's all I can ask for. Last event was a mess, and we will have a few more mixed events that are even worse. So having an event with this much build potential, I shouldn't really complain, despite my initial reaction being that this event is weird. Before we get into the card and costume showcase, I do want to remind everyone that this is a colorful festival, meaning that there are 2 extra cards to be summoned from this gacha. In the case of this gacha, the 2 extra cards is Ina and MIZUKI, with the 3 focus characters for the event gacha being TSUKASA, Rin, and Anne. Ina, MIZUKI, Rin, TSUKASA, and Anne are all of course limited cards and therefore have limited hairstyles and costumes attached to them. This also means that they will not return once they disappear until next year at the same time. Ina and MIZUKI will disappear with the Colorful Festival gacha that will only run for the first couple of days of the event. So get your summons in if you want the Ina and MIZUKI early. And remember that a Colorful Festival means that there is a 6% bonus chance for 4 stars, but still, as always when it comes to limited gachas, there is no pity bar. If you're going to summon from this event, even if you're not interested in the Ina and the MIZUKI, I will advise you to summon from the Colorful Festival, as the 6% chance for a 4-star is stronger than the 2 extra cards that you could possibly get. So if you are summoning from this event, get as many summons in as possible, as early as possible. But if you do need to grind a few more crystals to get that 60,000 or 90,000 cap for a spark, the Ina and the MIZUKI will be available through the exchange shop the entire event duration. But that's enough rambling about the cards and the gacha. Let's get on to the card and costume showcase. So, have any of the 5 cards seen use if we look towards the Japanese event schedule? And 3 out of the 5 cards have seen use. 2 of the cards will see use twice, and 1 of the cards will only see use once as far as the event has run on the Japanese server. TSUKASA and Wonderlands Showtime Rin will see use in the event directly following this one, being a Wonderlands Showtime focused mysterious event. This event is called Amidst a Dream Towards the Shining Star and will start January 10th next year. This is incredibly convenient if you do pick up both Rin and TSUKASA, since you can just upgrade them to the Mastery rank 2 and get 60% from both of these cards during the next event. There will be quite some times before any of the cards see use again, but when they do, it's TSUKASA and Rin who see use a second time in yet another mysterious focused Wonderlands Showtime event. This event is called A Story Where You Are the Star and will run from November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Both of these are permanent events, therefore they are only cards with costumes, and neither of the events have Rin as the focus character. Instead, it is Wonderland Showtime Len in the first event and Wonderland Showtime Meiko in the second event. Meiko and Len have cards during these events, meaning that they are available with a 70% bonus instead of Wonderland Showtime Rin, who will only have a 50% bonus, granted you have not upgraded her to Mastery level 2, where she will have a 61% bonus. Finally, TSUKASA is available through A Story Where You Are the Star as a permanent card, looking like this. The final card that will see use is the MIZUKI card, and she will see use in the event The Tone That Play That Game. That is the latest event to be released on the Japanese server as I record this. The Tone That Play That Day will start December 20th, 2024 and is a Nightcore 25 focused event in the Happy attribute. MIZUKI is not part of this gacha, meaning that she will only ever be available with the 50% bonus if she is a happy card. This means that if you have granted her Mastery rank 2, she will have a 61% bonus in this event. As far as we can see on the Japanese side, there has not been a cute event that allows Ina to have a 50% bonus, neither mixed nor 25 Nightcore focused. The same reigns true for Anne, as there has not been a mixed or focused Vivi Bad Squad mysterious event for a really long time. Of course, as per usual, I am not affiliated with Sega or Colorfes, and I cannot read minds or grant insider information. But since we have not seen a cute 25 Nightcore event in a really long time, and we have not seen a mysterious Vivi Bad Squad event, there is a chance that they will become available rather soon if we see it to the Japanese server, meaning that of course they might see use in the future. I will once again also say that the Ina and MIZUKI card will see theoretical use through their World Link event that will run in November 2024. The World Link event of course uses all 4-star cards available, and therefore every single 4-star has that benefit of being useful during this event. But that feels like cheating, because everyone will have a World Link event before 2024 on the Japanese side is over. Hence, the argument is not as strong for summoning a character just for a World Link event, but if you are an Oishi or you are a simp for a certain group, of course it is a stronger argument to have more of the characters to be stronger during the World Link event. But with that, I think we can move on to the final question. Should you summon from the New Year's Lion Dance Gacha? And as always, the original response I have for you is yes. If you love these cards, costumes or hairstyles, you should definitely summon from this gacha. But of course, as always, there are a few things to note that can make this decision a bit easier. 1. This is a limited gacha, meaning that these cards are only available during this event, unlike permanent cards that enter the permanent gacha pool once the event is over. This means that if you really want these cards, but don't summon for them now, you will have to wait an entire year before you can pick them up again. It is also worth noting that this is a colorful festival, which is always a stronger argument than a normal limited gacha, as the 6% 4-star rate is super strong. I know that sometimes you have bad luck with the 6% gacha, but believe me when I say that the 6% make a huge difference. On average, in 100 summons you only get 3 4 stars, so in 300 summons or a spark you get 9 3 stars normally. In the case of a colorful festival, instead you get 6 4 stars per 100 summons on average. This means that over 300 summons you get 18 4 stars instead, plus your spark. Of course, this is not how RNG works, and sometimes a colorful festival will be very mean towards you and sometimes they will not. But on average, and we have to go from the average, you will get more 4 stars if you summon from a colorful festival. Of course, you should not summon from the colorful festival if you do not like the cards. I'm not telling you go summon just because it's a colorful festival, but I think it's worth noting that the colorful festivals do have a higher priority when it comes to reasons to summon from them than, say, a normal limited gacha or a permanent gacha. As for my personal opinion on these cards, I really love them and think that the TSUKASA haircut is the most unique haircut available on a limited card in the game. We do not have many cards that lengthen the hair of a character, and TSUKASA's ponytail is such a drastic difference between his normal haircut that it really just shines in every sort of aspect. I do personally have problems with the Anne haircut, as I do not jive with it as much as I do other, and the Rin one I think is very cute and I think it's a step up from the 7 Deadly Sins Rin. I still don't think that it is amazing in the sense it really wows me away. There's also the thing about the event focus characters' costumes being a lot more niche to fit into groups. The Anne one does not jive with me personally at all, but I can really see what people see in that outfit. The TSUKASA, while his haircut is very amazing, is really hard to match with other people to make a cohesive group for 3D MVs, and I feel like it sticks out a lot. And the Rin one is super cute. The fluffy color is super cute, but I can really see it being hard to match with things if you say don't buy the New Year's limited paid gacha costume, the rabbit one that releases in tandem with this event. And I can see that aspect of it being so niche weighing it down for certain people who work a lot with finding styles that match each other. But I do really think that these cards are so amazing, and the haircuts for Rin and TSUKASA really does carry this gacha a far way. As for the Colorfes exclusive characters in Ina and MIZUKI, I think that the Ina outfit is super cute and you don't even need to upgrade it to really have a versatile outfit you can use on a lot of people, since it has this really cool fitting on the models with the flared pants and the big outfit. Ina's haircut is fine. It's not that I really go, wow, I really need this for Ina, but I also don't think that it's especially weak in comparison to her other haircuts. Ina doesn't really have a haircut that makes me go wow currently in English Sekai, so this is definitely one of the stronger ones, especially in combination with her outfit. MIZUKI, on the other hand, gets slaughtered when you pair her hair with her actual costume. The costume's fitting is awful, and I think that it looks really bad on MIZUKI's model. It's way too wide, it has no sort of flow or shape at all. It has this like granny feel over it, and the colors are not really MIZUKI's, as in they are very oddly chosen. And this makes the haircut kinda melt in with her outfit, as the outfit and the haircut kinda have the same width, and it looks really weird together, I think. But the thing is, the MIZUKI haircut is amazing when you pair it with other more form-fitting clothes. A few examples I've tried that look great are the swimsuits from Radiant Blue or the Shiho limited outfit from Spoy Joy Park, her Colorfes card. All of these with the haircut from the Colorful Festival MIZUKI looks super clean, and it really gives her this new vibe that I think fits really well with MIZUKI's character. But in combination with her actual outfit to this card, she looks really bad, like terrible in my opinion, and it almost killed all wishes for me to summon this card. As usually I look at the costume and the hair as a combination, they're supposed to be worn together, but in the case of MIZUKI specifically, I had to separate the hair and the costume, and suddenly the hair shone brighter. So I would definitely suggest, if you are on the fence about MIZUKI's haircut or her outfit, to try them without the special haircut, or try the special haircut with other costumes, as I really think that the costume in question kills the haircut. And I think that's a good thing to do with all haircuts in the game if you are not 100% sure that you like them. Such as the TSUKASA ponytail, which looks amazing with the 88 outfit, or even with the night outfit from White Day. But those are my personal opinions about the cards, and my opinion differ from yours, as our taste will be different. So I am not telling you what to summon or why you should summon it, rather giving you my opinion so you can formulate your own. If these cards make you happy, if these card arts, costumes or haircuts are in your vibe and you have the funds, then I say go for it, because a colorful festival is always a strong option, especially with the limited cards. But if you're on the fence or these cards are not really your vibe, I really think you should avoid this gacha and wait for something that vibes better with you and save your gems, since gems is a limited resource. But if you do dislike this set, I really want you to argue your opinion down in the comments, because this set, in my opinion, is really good, except for Anne, but that's my problem. Like, I want to hear your opinion, and I will listen to it and take it all in, because I love it when people doesn't share my opinion, since I don't want everyone to be the same. It's like I always say, it's better that you dislike a lot of banners and love some, because that will be easier on your wallet. But while you're down there telling me either if you love this set, hate this set, if you think my opinion is wrong, or if you agree with me, can you also tell me if you're going to summon, if you're going to tier? And while you're also on that, go subscribe, ring the bell, and leave a like. It does help me a lot and makes me really happy. But with that, I've rambled far longer than I usually do, and therefore will not keep you a second longer. Let's get out of here for the year.